Welcome back into Weather Underground. Looking at you, southeastern Pennsylvania. Philadelphia have already seen storms earlier today, now under a tornado warning. We've got Burlington County and Camden County in New Jersey, as well as Gloucester County and then Delaware County in the state of Pennsylvania. You're looking at the picture as the rain making its way over the metro area. I think we might be looking at the airport vicinity as well there. Now you look into Center City, Philadelphia. You can see City Hall there on the left-hand side, and the winds are really rocking back and forth with that camera shaking in Philadelphia. So people out there on the roads now, if you know somebody who might be, give them a buzz because we're under a tornado warning. This storm moving to the south and east around 40 miles an hour. Again, Camden, Gloucester, Philadelphia under this warning. This includes both the city of Camden and the city of Philadelphia. So this is literally going to cross the river, head over into New Jersey, and it is this area that we're looking at for that possible tornado. Essentially, you're looking at that inflow into the storm. That's that notch showing up on the radar. By the way, look at this. We've got a sea breeze front coming in, and we've seen some of those thunderstorms fire upon meeting that sea breeze front. We're going to watch this interaction. I was talking to Sarah, our awesome weather producer, during the break, and she said, you know, these can do one of two things. They can either undercut the storm, weaken it, or if they get it in the right spot, you can actually get a little surge of energy into the storm. So watching this sea breeze front that will be, intersecting this tornado warned storm soon enough. So you've got those winds essentially coming out of the south and east, and then this storm moving out of the north and west. Right now over Center City, Philadelphia, the notch now on the south side of Philly. So we're looking at South Philadelphia, and again soon enough we'll be crossing over the Schuylkill River or the Delaware River into the state of New Jersey. There is the communities in the path of this storm. We're watching the I-95 corridor, so portions of southern Pennsylvania as you make your way closer to, say, Wilmington, Delaware, under a warning as well. But now we're going to be looking at Cherry Hill, Gloucester, Berlin, a lot of these very populated areas. A lot of people who live in or work in the Philadelphia area live on the other side of the river. So Deptford at 7:36, Haddonfield 7:41. Gloucester at 7:44, and Voorhees, New Jersey at 7:51. So that warning is extended until 7:45 local time. We've seen a lot of trees come down today. Already seen one round of storms that brought really significant tree damage and power outage. So some trees may already be weakened, and this may be just enough to topple some more. Unfortunately, today we've already lost 3 lives in Pennsylvania due to falling trees into cars and buildings. So if you are in this path of this storm, lowest level, most interior room, you do not want to be out there on the road. There's our tornado warning. As we look at the velocity in motion, you can see that general area of rotation. So Sarah's highlighting it. The reds are moving away from the radar. The greens moving towards the radar. So you can see we've got that broad area of shear, not really seeing, say, maybe more of a pinpoint area that you would look at, which would give us more confidence that we're actually dealing with a tornado underway or in the moment. But we definitely have that area of shear. We definitely have that area with winds changing direction. And so when you have that, you very oftentimes can get one of those quick spin-ups of tornadoes. And we know when we look at a place like Philadelphia now into Jersey, there's a lot of stuff in the way of this storm. So you get a quick spin-up and it could do quite a bit of damage. Also, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning. So this area, I would especially expect a strong push of winds in excess of 60 miles an hour. So we could see more power outages, more trees taken down. By the way, you are in the heavy rain now in Center City, Philadelphia. You are looking at what would be the skyline line on the left-hand side of the screen, but the rain is coming down hard down into South Philadelphia. So I would anticipate problems at the airport, too. They're likely in a ground stop. Sarah saying now this severe warning for winds up to 80 miles an hour. 80-mile-per-hour gusts a possibility out of this storm. So if the tornado warning didn't convince you, even if you're not in the tornado warning, so anywhere from northern Delaware over towards, say, Vineland, New Jersey, I want you in that lowest level, most interior room. We have already seen quite a bit of damage in this part of the country, this part of the state today, because of these strong winds, and these storms are capable of producing yet another round. So trees likely coming down. This storm moving around 40 miles an hour to the south and east, but offering up winds in excess of 60, 70, even up to 80 miles an hour. So that tornado warning continues for Camden, Gloucester, Philadelphia counties. 7:45, your expiration time on that. There again, a live look at Philadelphia.
Our 12-step process provides 100% pure quality water. Look for kids packs from Nestle Pure Life. Fun designs and a perfect size just for your kids.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. Oh, I never felt this way before. Give me some more.
Hold my pouch.
Trust us. Us kids are ready to take things into our own hands. Don't think so? Hold my pouch.
DiGiorno has 7 delicious crusts, and your family food critics will rave. Rising crust is fresh baked deliciousness. Stuffed crust is literally mouth-watering. There's a 5-star pizza for everyone in your family to love. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
The open road, the wind in your hair, the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. That's why your Chevy Clean dealers commit to using enhanced vehicle cleaning measures with CDC-approved cleansers. If you need a new Equinox, get 0% APR for 72 months or $4,500 cash allowance on most models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available, so you can find new roads with confidence.
Discover what's possible for summer at Lowe's.
When you let nature just do its thing, is it any wonder our beer tastes so pure? Michelob Ultra Pure Gold, beer in its organic form.
Would you like to try a burger made with plants?
Plants.
It's delicious, and I am a kid, so if I like it...
Morningstar Farms. Grilling at home just got easier with America's favorites made from plants.
Not even our competitor's best battery can match the power of Energizer, because Energizer Ultimate Lithium is the longest-lasting AA battery in the world. Energizer, backed by science, matched by no one.
Whoever said our planet had to explain itself. Explore the strange phenomena of our weird Earth. Next Sunday night on the Weather Channel.
Welcome back into Weather Underground. We are looking at Philadelphia on the top, both pictures on the top, also your bottom left, and then Camden, New Jersey. Getting in on a severe thunderstorm right now, although the storm now moving away from Philadelphia, eventually moving away from Camden as well. Tornado warning remains in effect. Tornado threat lessening, though. This storm looks to be gusting out, but unfortunately, the damaging wind threat does appear to be on the upswing. Our severe thunderstorm warning for the area has a tag from the National Weather Service for the potential of winds up to 80 miles per hour. We've already seen that today, not too far from Philadelphia, off to the northwest in Berks County. Reading Airport had winds over 80 miles an hour today. And what was that, Sarah? 68-mile-per-hour gusts at Philadelphia International Airport. So the significant gusts have been reported already out of this storm, and they're likely continuing. So we're watching that tornado warning, but you see this area has really begun to surge outward, and this is the area where we're seeing the strong winds. On the south side of Philadelphia, that's where you see the airport. So that area has already seen those strong winds, just under 70-mile-an-hour gust there, and this storm is approaching the Gloucester area. Actually, really right now, Gloucester getting in on that surge of wind. You're looking at it, that backward C shape, that strong push of wind working through now portions of New Jersey, especially. Back behind that, though, you're going to find yourself within the heavy rain. We've already had a lot of trees taken down across the area, a lot of people dealing with power outages. So I want you to, continue that concern. There's a lot of debris out there, but there might be some other trees that, are just still barely hanging on, and this might be the push to take them down. Had a sea breeze front work into the area, too, so we'll see how that interacts with it. But Waterford, you're going to be dealing with that storm next. Then Winslow, Barnard, beyond the warning, but we very well could see this warning extend into portions of New Jersey. There, Sarah is pointing at that. There's that sea breeze front, so we're beginning to advance closer to the actual storm. So they're going to be intersecting, kind of surged a few other showers, helped them amplify in intensity moving forward. The tornado warning is going to be allowed to expire, so we're going to keep the severe thunderstorm warning going. That's going to expire in about 4 minutes, the tornado warning. There again, that sea breeze front, but we're going to keep that severe thunderstorm warning, and you can see what an expansive area here in South Jersey that warning does encompass. By the way, Sarah highlighting Atlantic City there, because while not under the warning now, definitely within the line or the realm of possibility that this storm could continue down the line to be severe as it makes its way towards coastal sections of New Jersey. So something to think about. This storm moving pretty quickly, around 40 miles an hour. Vineland at 8:02. We've got Egg Harbor at 8:21. And then Atlantic City, you'll be looking at the storm at the bottom of the hour. So 8:30 local time could be bringing you some very, very strong winds. Winds 60, 70, up to 80 miles an hour possible with this storm. I want to take you up to New York City now as well. We've been watching strong thunderstorms moving out of parts of Pennsylvania and upstate New York into North Jersey, eventually headed towards the New York City area. Right now, Monroe, Sussex, and Warren counties under a severe thunderstorm warning for that threat of gusty, damaging winds. Newton, areas along Highway 206, you're seeing the storms right now. Newburgh, you've seen some of the heaviest rain move off to your south at this point. And with these storms continuing to move to the south and east, you can see New York City eventually in line for these storms. Parts of Pennsylvania, parts of the Poconos under that warning, including Monroe County there in the state of Pennsylvania. We'll time this out for you. We've got Paterson, New Jersey, 8:19. There's New York, 8:39 local time for you. So approaching just after the bottom of the hour, Mike, for these storms to advance into New York. Again, not under warnings right now, but I want you to know they're coming. And these storms that have produced some damaging winds already today could continue to do more.
Been a very rough day for us across Philadelphia, but across the entire state of Pennsylvania, really. We know that more storms are coming back for us tomorrow. A few different areas to be concerned about as well, but a lot of moisture out there, no question. That's highlighted by the green that you see on the map here. So at the very least, you could get some really heavy rain-producing storms. But also, we think thunderstorms are possible in all these areas where we've got more available energy for storms, especially in the pink and purple and red colors that we have. And any surface features may enhance that. Low-pressure system, stationary front, a cold front, something like that. Not to mention, we have a decent amount of mid and upper level wind energy available for these storms. So all those things in combination means these areas are at risk, including Aberdeen and Pierce, South Dakota, to Sioux Falls, down towards central Iowa, including Des Moines. Omaha, you might be right on the edge of it as well. For Little Rock, we have some storms coming in for you overnight tonight, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. You could be awoken by the storms. You get a bit of a break, and then middle of the day, here comes back another round of storms with the daytime heating, and some of those storms could certainly be severe. Little Rock, you won't be alone. Look at this large area that extends from the Mid-South to the Tennessee Valley and then right into the Mid-Atlantic as well. Can't rule out that Philadelphia might have a chance for some storms tomorrow as well. Here's a look at Nashville. Early morning hours, some storms could come rumbling in for us, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and maybe even your morning drive could have some storms. And then late afternoon, here come more storms once again for us, including possibility of severe weather for us. So plenty of areas to watch for us tomorrow. No question about that, Alex.
All right, and we just got the latest advisory on Tropical Storm Cristobal. So Dr. Nab is back to give us the update on that next. Stay with us.
For over 75 years, people have saved money with Geico. Sorry.
Here we go from the top and action.
For over 75 years, people have saved money with Gecko.
Cut it.
What did I say? Gecko. I said Gecko. Oh. For over 75 years...
Keep it together.
I'm good. For over 70... What are you doing there? Stop making me laugh.
Geico, saving people money for over 75 years.
Don't look at me.
The story of the Kind Mini. We took the full-size bar and cut it in half. So the next time it's 3 o'clock and you want some delicious dark chocolate, grab a dark chocolate nuts and sea salt mini with whole almonds and just 90 calories. It's a kinder way to satisfy.
I'm not hungry!
You're having one more bite.
No!
One more bite!
Kraft, for the win-win.
With Dish, you get the Hopper, TV's most powerful DVR. It lets you record up to 16 shows at once.
Huh?
Why so many?
See you in the morning. Okay, bye, sounds great. Come here.
Because we know more shows can help you make the most of the perfect girls' night in.
Record up to 16 shows at once. Dish, tuned in to you.
Love. It's what we've always said makes Subaru, Subaru. And right now, love is more important than ever. In response to COVID-19, Subaru and our retailers are donating 50 million meals to Feeding America to help feed those who now need our help. It's all part of our commitment to our communities through Subaru Loves to Help. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
At Spectrum Business, you can count on us to keep you connected when it matters most, with reliable internet, phone, and TV services. Our network was built to handle the capacity that today's challenges demand. We know these are difficult times for small businesses, and at Spectrum Business, we want to do more. That's why we're providing access to advertising resources, like a free video you can use in social media, on your website, or on TV. And we're providing small businesses opportunities for coverage on our Spectrum News networks. We're also working with SCORE, a nonprofit resource partner of the U.S. Small Business Administration that has mentors and advisors to help you navigate financial assistance and other challenges your business may be facing at no cost to you. To learn more about what Spectrum Business is doing and how we can help your small business, visit business.spectrum.com/count-on-us today.
Austin. Atlanta. Hola, Miami.
Local Now is here for you.
Hi, New York. Hey, LA. Chicago.
To get you through life's new normal.
Hey, America.
Trust me, you're going to love this. Come on.
2 tablespoons of sugar.
But kind of near average.
This is the place to be.
Something for everyone. Local Now. Download for free in your favorite app store.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, thunderstorms early, low 68. Winds west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. Thursday, partly cloudy, high 85. Winds west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday night, variable clouds with showers and scattered thunderstorms. Low 68. Chance of rain 60%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
We have a brand new intermediate public advisory in from the National Hurricane Center on Tropical Storm Cristobal. The main change is that it was going 3 miles an hour earlier, and now it's not even doing that. It's stationary over the last several hours, not moving, centered near the coastline there, near Ciudad del Carmen. It is still a tropical storm, max winds of 45 miles an hour over the water there, and that's why you still got the tropical storm warning in this area. Other than that, not a whole lot new to report, except for the fact that since the last advisory came out, more rain has fallen, and that's going to continue to be the case. A really concerning situation. It's already been deadly down in Central America, and southern Mexico and portions of Central America could continue to get some heavy rain. Look at this really nasty band here over Guatemala, Belize, into the Yucatan Peninsula. This thing is still cranking out the heavy rainfall totals. Look at the overshooting tops on that band there east of the center. Now, the issue in here is not the wind, it's the rainfall. The winds are occurring in this coastal area, but wow, a slow-moving, large tropical storm is big trouble, and it's even expected that this will weaken to a depression as it meanders in this general area over the next 24 hours. When you hear that it's a depression and that it's over land in Mexico, don't go, oh, it's over. It's not going to come back out. It's not going to re-strengthen. We still expect that to happen because it's so large and it's adjacent to so many bodies of water. It's not going to have any trouble keeping that moisture flowing, and a large system like this doesn't just go away, and it will eventually come north into the Gulf of Mexico. We still have big area of upper level high pressure overhead, and that's helping it breathe. There's not a whole lot of wind shear over it right now, but you know this upper level trough over the Gulf states that's destabilizing the atmosphere and producing a lot of the afternoon thunderstorms along with the daytime heating? Well, that's producing a trough over the Gulf, so there's some wind shear in here, and as Cristobal goes north, it's going to run into that wind shear. So you see the traveling white lines on this model depiction. That's the wind shear over the Gulf. Yes, the waters are warm over the Gulf, but the wind shear is relatively strong, so that will be a limiting factor on it getting just too strong as it goes northward through that gap in the steering. And you get to Saturday, you see how we still have that upper level trough and those traveling white lines as the colors, the low level spin come off. So warm water and shear are going to be battling it out, but we think it will have enough opportunity to strengthen some. And then here's our big stop sign in the atmosphere. Big high pressure over the central U.S. is going to slow the storm down as it comes near the northern Gulf Coast. So a slow moving, large tropical storm, maybe even bending to the left. East Texas will be in play here. So here's that updated track and intensity forecast from 5 p.m. It was not updated at 8 p.m. That will happen at 11. Again, expecting a slow moving, mid-grade to strong tropical storm late this weekend with conditions going downhill late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Alex, you know what I'm going to say. It's all going to be about the water, the storm surge, waves, rip currents, inland flooding.
Yeah, something we're going to be watching very closely in the days ahead here on the show. I want to get you back up to the northeast. Take a look at Philadelphia, 64 degrees right now. So we've cooled nearly 20 degrees with those storms. By the way, earlier today in the thunderstorms, Philadelphia Airport reported a gust of 61 miles an hour. Just now with the storm that passed through, Philadelphia International reporting a wind gust of 68 miles per hour. So we have seen 2 rounds of significant wind from the storms that have moved through parts of southeast Pennsylvania and into New Jersey today. We continue the severe thunderstorm warning up into parts of North Jersey. So that's we're going to eventually approach the New York City area, but we'll start down here in the Philadelphia area because this storm moving around 50 miles an hour to the southeast, or this line of storms capable of producing winds of 80 miles per hour. Also watching for the possibility possibility of some quarter-sized hail. May see that in that little area to the north and west of Hamilton, New Jersey. That sea breeze front colliding with the storm as we speak. So we'll see what this does in terms of its oomph as we continue to watch this move to the south and east, but eventually headed towards places like Egg Harbor, Brigantine, and also Atlantic City. Not warnings out for those areas, or don't have warnings out for those areas, but they're most certainly in the path of this storm. Now, we look at where this is headed, the velocity, that real strong push of wind, that surge of wind. They are still watching for the possibility of a tornado, seeing a little bit of rotation there, or at least some signs that we see some winds shifting. So we'll continue to watch this line of storms, but I think that the main threat, and one that has proven deadly already today, is falling trees. So please be careful if you live in this area. A lot of trees in the eastern part of the country. Some of them may have, barely made it through earlier storms today and may just be hanging on. And obviously 70, 80 mile per hour gusts are going to be just enough to topple them over. So if you're in Hamilton, if you're in Mullica, if you're in Galloway, Egg Harbor, Atlantic City, I want you to get into that lowest level, most interior room, ride this storm out. We're going to be watching the scene here in Atlantic City. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We can't wait to get our family and yours back together again.
As a struggling actor, I need all the breaks that I can get. At Liberty Buchamode.
Cut.
Liberty Bibbity.
Cut. We'll dub it.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Here's Candace, who works from home and then works from home. But she can handle pickup, even when her bladder makes a little drop-off. Because Candace has poise. Poise under pressure and poise in her pants. It takes poise.
Domino's is serious about food safety. That's why your pizza stays untouched after baking at 450 degrees. And now that every delivery is contactless, you can safely mix and match any two or more for just $5.99 each when you sit around the table, even if it's not the same table.
If you have moderate to severe psoriasis, little things can become your big moment. That's why there's Otezla. Otezla is not a cream. It's a pill that treats plaque psoriasis differently. With Otezla, 75% clearer skin is achievable. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicines and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, show more of you.
At Physicians Mutual, we know that planning for retirement can feel scary.
I see you're about to turn 65.
You know what that means. Medicare.
It doesn't cover dental. What high bills you'll have.
Actually, we're getting a Physicians Mutual.
Oh, great. She'll be covered.
Retire with confidence. We'll listen and find you the coverage you need.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
My gums are irritated. I don't have to worry about that. Do I?
Harmful bacteria lurk just below the gum line.
Crest Gum Detoxify, voted Product of the Year. It works below the gum line to neutralize harmful plaque bacteria and help reverse early gum damage. Gum Detoxify from Crest.
Well, welcome back into Weather Underground. We are watching severe weather working through parts of New Jersey, both North and South Jersey, getting in on the storms. This severe thunderstorm warning now extended to include the Atlantic City and Little Egg Harbor areas. Winds possible of 70 miles an hour. And what they are most concerned about, the National Weather Service, is significant tree damage. Remember, this is the second line of storms that this area, this part of the country, has been dealing with. Earlier today, some very strong winds. This storm's already produced 68-mile-per-hour gusts at Philadelphia International Airport. Could also bring you some quarter-sized hail, plenty of lightning as well. But as this storm continues to move to the south and east around 50 miles an hour, 135 lightning strikes just within the last 15 minutes. So that's, of course, a danger, the most serious danger, and something that's already taken 3 lives today, falling trees. I want you to really be considerate of that threat. If you know somebody who might be out on the roads in this area, let them know these storms are coming. Egg Harbor City, Egg Harbor, Ocean City, all in the path of this. Atlantic City at the bottom of the hour. Of course, also watching those storms in North Jersey eventually making their way to the New York City metro area. For all of us here at Weather Underground, thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Glacial waves that rip through the Arctic.
It's just like slamming your fist into a sink full of water, and all that energy now is barreling